viewers, welcome to our YouTube channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are viewing me from. Well, today I would like to talk about some of the most difficult countries there is that you can get visa approval. You know, there are countries in the world that finds it very difficult to give you a visa, irrespective of how hard you try or how well you even present it. They will always look for loopholes in order not to grant you that visa. Today I'm here to talk about these countries. I am not saying you should still not apply to these countries. Of course, you're free to apply to this country because they still need you in their country, but at the same time they don't need you if you know what I mean. So I'm not here to discourage you, but I'm just here to talk about this country so that when you are applying, you set your mind to it and you would know how to apply. And there are some of them that would require you to use their own country agent. So, dear viewers, I am not an immigration expert. Please note very well that I am not an immigration expert, but I did my research, and from my findings, I was able to gather this information that I'm about to bring to you. So, take note of it. So, for the purpose of these videos, I will be looking at my other screen so I can give you more informative details of what I'm saying. So there are 195 countries around the world for a lot of people, and you know, so many people, they wish to visit these countries, but like I said earlier, there are about 7 of them that I have gathered so far that are very difficult to get their visas approvals. One of them is Iran. We all know Iran as a country, but have we really tried assessing Iran? Iran as a country, they have this prerequisite verification code when you want to apply for their visit visa. For Iran, an official travel agency must be contacted, and this agency must provide you with their code, which is always issued by their Ministry of Foreign Affairs before you can be able to apply. The agency will be the one to help you apply, and visas on arrival for Iran is not available to citizens from the US, the UK, India, Nepal, Pakistan, and some few other countries, particularly for those people that have been to Israel in the last 6 months. So if you have been to Israel in the last 6 months and you want to apply for Iranian visa, or if you are from the US or you're from the UK, Nepal, Pakistan, some other country, just know that you are ineligible to apply for an Iranian visit visa. So number 2 is Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is one of the least frequented countries. Not a country that people go to very well. In fact, I'm sure some people, they've not even heard about the country called Turkmenistan. But Turkmenistan is a country of its own, and they have a very strict visa policy. And in this country, almost everyone entering the country require a visit visa, except if you are from Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and you hold a diplomatic passport from Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Just know that you do not require a passport to get to Turkmenistan. Now, for Turkmenistan, there are 3 copies of the completed form and a letter of invitation. It is a must that you must get this letter of invitation from a Turkmen State Immigration Service, and this is required for submission. If you do not submit this letter of invitation, if you do not complete this form, just forget it. You are not going to Turkmenistan anytime soon. Then the acquisition of this letter of invitation is always gotten by a sponsor from Turkmenistan, meaning that you must get a sponsor who is based in Turkmenistan, and the sponsor will give you his or her sponsorship later, and you will take it to their immigration, and the processing time takes a minimum average of 20 days before it will be out. I hope it's clear enough. So the 3rd country that finds it very difficult for you to get their visa is Chad. Can you believe it? Chad as a country, you find it difficult. Now, Chad is visa free to only 14 countries. Now, aside these 14 countries, any other individual applying from any other country will find it very difficult to get this Chad visa. The challenging part of a child visa is obtaining the letter from either a sponsor or lodging in the N'Djamena hotel. Now, to secure this letter, travelers must reserve a hotel room that is non-refundable. In the case of visa denial, the cost of the room is lost. So when you are trying to get a visa from Chad, you must either get a sponsorship or you lodge at the N'Djamena hotel. Now, the lodging is absolutely non-refundable. Now, when you lodge and you are unable to secure your visa at the end of the day, just know that your hotel payment is lost, and at the end of the day, you have to reapply again and try your luck. You might get it, who knows? Before we continue the video, if you are new to this video, if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. And if you're an existing member, you're also welcome. And always click and like, comment, give me your views, let's share opinion together. So number 4 of the list of countries that you can find it very difficult to get a visa is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia visa processing for women alone can be very challenging. If you're a man, you are lucky, but if you're a woman, it can be very challenging to get their visa. But there is a good news to it. The introduction of the e-visa program for tourists has made it very, very accessible. So you are lucky as a man and also as a woman. Like I said before, it was very challenging for women to get across to Saudi Arabia, but thanks to their e-visa program, it is now very easy for you to get there. However, visitors are subject to stringent regulations, including a ban on Muslims entering Mecca or Medina. To prevent overcrowding, the strict visa policy is also influenced by the influx of Muslim pilgrims every year because of the Hajj. So I hope you understand that Saudi Arabia is currently very easy for both women and men, but at the same time it's not. So my lovely viewers, try to get your facts right, try to go with the right agent if you know that you want to get a Saudi Arabian visa, so that you don't end up getting stranded after a lot of things have been put in place for this visa process. I know how it can be very difficult and very, very arduous and likes. So please, my lovely viewers, be sure to do the right thing. Go with somebody that you can trust very well before you even begin the process. Next destination, my lovely viewers, is Russia. For a Russian visa, the nature of the Russian visa is a very lengthy one, and as such, you have to apply on time. If you want to travel to Russia, let's say in September, you have to give it a very long time before you start your visa process. If you start it in a very short time, you will not get it because it's very long. It goes through rigorous processes before it can be approved. So the Russian visa is very long. And for the Russian, when you apply for a Russian visa, be sure to include every of your past visits, the dates, the destination, the time, and when you are submitting your application, if possible, fixing those trips that you took, so as evidence, because the Russian government would like to see all of this in order for them to approve your visa. It makes it very easy even for them to do their verification and the likes, so that they can easily approve your visa. The Russian visa can be gotten by filling their forms correctly and providing all the necessary documentation. If you know you are the kind of person that have multiple date of birth, just know that the Russian visa is not for you, because they will verify, and if you are caught, you get a ban. So number 6 country that is very difficult to get a visa is Afghanistan. Afghanistan is very difficult, extremely difficult, because of their recent political turmoil. They are always in different situations, you know. Most governments would strongly advise their citizens from traveling to Afghanistan, but there's a catch to it. There are diplomatic citizens, people that hold diplomatic passports to countries like India, Indonesia, Turkey, Iran, are not required to get a visa when entering Afghanistan. But if you know you are not a diplomat, definitely you will need a visa to get into Afghanistan. Now, the number 7 which is the, I always save the best for the last. So the number seventh country that is very, 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 very difficult is North Korea. Now, North Korea is very difficult because of their militarized zone. The country is 100% military country. So if you are going to North Korea, just know that it's a very difficult place to get a visa, and you must maintain yourself at every point in time when going to North Korea. North Korea is very difficult for tourists, and the visas are available only to American and South Korean citizens through their state approved agencies. So if you are not from America or you are not from South Korea, just know that the North Korean visa is not even for you. Their visa gathering public is subject to stringent limitation, and it's because of their militarized zone. That's why it's very strict. The visa gathering public is subject to stringent limitation, which entails no interaction with locals, no criticisms of the Northern Korean president, restricted movement or departures from hotels after tour. So if you are going to North Korea, just bear it in mind that your movement will be limited. Even where you be based, you do not have to walk around anyhow or say things anyhow in public. You always have to maintain yourself at every point in time to avoid getting into trouble there. So I wish you the best. I wish you success in any of the applications so far that you would want to do. Like I said, I am not an immigration expert, so if you know you want to apply for a visa, ensure that you go through a very reliable immigration expert so that you can get your visas done in the shortest period of time. Thank you very much. Like I said, like, click and subscribe to my channel, forward the message and share it to your family and friends so that they can also learn from this. Thank you very much.